Thuzy! Fitness is not just physical, but mental, emotional, and spiritual. Danny Cola Fitness programming will teach you to build physical strength, mobility, durability, flexibility, coordination, and recovery, while also giving you the tools and guidance to develop the inner strength and resilience to achieve any of the goals you set forth. The Danny Cola Fitness programming will teach you to connect to a version of your highest potential so that you can heal, grow, create, and share with the rest of the world. For more information, be sure to check out www.dannycolafitness.com. And as always, let's connect on Instagram. You can find me at Danny Cola Fitness. And if you're a podcast listener interested in mindset, growth, development, nutrition, fitness, business, and culture, make sure to check out the Danny Cola podcast on all platforms that host podcasts.
So our seasons started with a tournament down in Edwardsville, which is right outside of St. Louis.
I would say it's around like our preseason, because that one is like it wasn't even like a tournament. It was like a round robin, so you could just get your early season games in. But that tournament, that was pretty good for us. We played Mount Carmel.
They're ranked like top 10. It was nice to like whoop that team. Yeah.
We just came out. Griff pitched, and he absolutely carved them up. And we came out there. I think we put up like 9 or 10 runs, and that was a big. It was uplifting for us, especially with like the end of last year and everything, to start the season like that.
I think that was a huge confidence boost for all of us, especially coming off a loss. The year before, we kind of struggled a little bit, like bouncing back through adversity and being able to come off a bad loss and beat a top 10 team in the state was huge for us.
You know, I couldn't tell you what was working well. These guys, they play well together, and so we had strong leadership. So I think that was a big help with, you know, us being able to transition successfully into the season without having, you know, to pick and choose things we had to work on.
What did you get the one time?
I love playing on our home field.
Let's look sharp right now. It's opening day for us. Let's get a W. I think that's pretty obvious, all right? Yeah. Jose, break it down.
Let's go, Kako! Go, Kako! Yeah.
Sprint, come on.
We have unbelievable senior leadership right now. We have a ton of guys that are focused on the ultimate goal of, first off, winning conference, then winning the Stevie Bajenski tournament, and then focusing on state. You know, obviously state's the number one thing, and that's what we want. But we have to set goals leading up to that and meet those goals.
After an extremely successful showing in Edwardsville, the team began the regular season at the crib and sparked an impressive start to what would be looked at as a battle of a season. Just as the team begins to feel comfortable, things start to spiral out of control rather quickly.
We had the 1 week where we lost a couple in a row. We had Leiden we lost to. I'm forgetting else who. Baseball is a funny sport where everything can be going right, pitching's going right, hitting's going right, you're just playing well, you're seeing the ball well, and then for no other reason you just kind of hit a brick wall.
I mean, it's definitely frustrating. So defeating.
In the midst of their hot start, OPRF was plagued with a week of losses. In particular, they played Evanston at Northwestern University's field, where virtually every possible thing could have gone wrong, shocking the culture of the team.
It that well. Besides, that was a fluke. Evanston game was a fluke. I mean, we didn't have anything that wasn't like us.
For us, it was really frustrating because, I mean, nobody has higher expectations for us than ourselves.
And we want to play. I mean, we want to have fun. That's the fun part about baseball is so little you can do.
The bats kind of went cold. I mean, it happens in baseball.
You know, I talked to Campbell individually, and he pretty much told me, he's like, look, like, we're telling you guys everything you guys need to do to be successful. You guys just aren't doing it.
A coach can tell you so much, but like what's really is gonna hit you hard is like one of your best friends like coming up to you and be like, yo.
What were we doing earlier in the season that we're not doing now?
It's not a individual sport, like we are a team, like we were all in this together. And like that coming from someone like Whit or Griff or Evoy or Fitz or Jake or me or any of like the leaders, it's like, that's gonna charge me up to like get back out there.
Anytime we were hitting a slump, because our losses seemed to come in bunches this year, it felt like, you know, a lot of the times our losses, or when we were struggling, even if we were pulling off some wins, was when we were struggling with our bats. But again, that is baseball. I mean, you know, you're definitely gonna have some slumps hitting. It just seemed like sometimes.
It sort of was like our team, just everybody went into like a funk or a slump at the same time.
That's how good of a team we were. We all slumped together and we all hit together, so.
That week, the team lost 3 games with a negative 14 run differential, meaning they lost 3 games by a total of 14 runs.
You can't just get off the bus and expect these guys to roll over because of our name.
So that week was rough, and losing that last game was sort of just like, it's like a feeling where you're like, just like you don't know what's wrong and you just want to keep play another game right away so you could figure it out and get it out of the way, you know what I'm saying? Our coaches were pretty upset, and that's fair. You know, we broke it down and everything, and then we decided to let everybody stay and let the coaches go away, and the players only stayed, and a couple guys talked, and we just said that, like...
Fitz opened it up, and he was like, look, like most of you in this room know what it feels like to go out early. The way this town reacts to it, the amount of times you'll hear, oh, what happened? How did it happen? Like, why didn't you guys play well? And the only thing you can say is, I don't know.
It's a long season, and there's going to be these ups and downs and everything, but if we just keep pushing towards our, like, main goal and working towards our main goal, like, we'll end up getting what we want, or we'll come close to getting what we want.
I think it was also important that we went through that because I identified some areas that we needed to work on, and it just, I think, made us stronger going into, you know, our starting conference up.
Before the conference schedule started up, the team faced crosstown rival Fenwick and proved they had the ability to flip the switch virtually whenever they wanted to.
I think we all kind of expected the result that came out of that game. I think we all kind of pictured that would happen, but that's not how we approached it.
Of course, we were looking forward to the Fenwick game because we were talking with Coach Frenny for about a couple of years now about playing Fenwick, and every year it's been just, no, they don't really want to play, or we're not able to schedule it because of different matters.
They're just clinging on to this one like basketball win of their whole life.
And thinking that they're sort of superior in some sports, it was fun to get out there and show them that baseball isn't one of those sports. We wanted to try and make sure that we had Griff on the bump to go up against them.
And then, what was the score again?
10-0. Just 10-0. Yeah.
Wait, what was it?
10-0.
Oh, 10-0.
Yeah.
99.9% of the time when we play our style of baseball, it's something great to watch.
In a couple words, describe what you did to their baseball
Ooh.
team.
Ruined their day.